Peace, y'all. This is G1.
This is Rod Stars.
Together we are Rebel Diaz.
And you're watching And You Don't Stop.
In this week's segment, we have Claudia with El Reporte, as well as Rod hitting the streets to talk about Free Palestine. We also got a chance to catch up with YC the Cynic, one of the young rising stars here in the South Bronx. We just came back from an amazing tour all throughout Europe. We were in France, Germany, Italy, Greece. One of the things that we saw all throughout Europe was the support for the struggle of the Palestinian people and a free Palestine.
Claudia from El Reporte had a chance to have a sit down and have an in-depth conversation with Ayman El-Sayed, a co-founder of an organization called Existence is Resistance that does amazing work letting people know that we have to resist and represent for Palestine and connecting dots with different struggles. Let's hear what Ayman has to say about what's going on in Palestine today.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. We've heard on the news and have seen images all throughout social media on what's going on in Gaza right now. I know for a fact that the US media hasn't been necessarily very transparent in what's going on in Gaza right now. Is there anything you would like to tell us in terms of the actual things that are happening?
Israel started all of this. This is where we have to start the discussion. It can't be start a discussion with blaming Hamas or blaming the Palestinians or blaming any movement or organization that's trying to bring forth liberation of their land. This started with Israeli colonialism. They're bombing the Gaza Strip as we speak. If you look at the media right now, you'll find one or two decent articles sprinkled here or there or media reports, but the vast majority are extremely biased and in support of Israel. For example, when they show images, they're showing images of bombed out Gazans' homes, Palestinian homes that Israel has destroyed, with the headline saying, oh, Israelis fear rocket attacks. They have no actual footage of any damage to Israeli homes. They're using Palestinian homes as the backdrop footage to make it look like these are Hamas rockets that have destroyed a home. These rockets coming from the Gaza Strip do not have a capability to destroy a home, to knock it down like Israeli missiles do, and which they have been doing. Imagine you're in Argentina, you're in Brazil, you're in the United States, sitting down watching a World Cup game, your favorite team, and a missile hits you and kills you and your friends, 9 people killed for simply sitting down and enjoying a game like every other young person around the world. This happened and the media did not do justice in covering it. If this was 9 American kids who were bombed by another entity or a country who bombed them and killed 9 kids watching a game, it would be all over the media, wouldn't be outrage about it. But we're not getting that outrage. We're only hearing about these 3 Israeli teenagers who we don't know the full story about what happened to them, and Israel has totally used that incident to exploit that incident to enrage its population, which are already racist and hateful and hate the Palestinian people, but they've instigated that incident to justify their war on the Gaza Strip. The war on the Gaza Strip has nothing to do with the kidnapping of the teenagers and everything to do with Israel's continued mission of occupying Palestine, building its settlements, and because Hamas and Fatah have recently had a unity government. Israel wasn't happy with that. The Palestinians have been using nonviolent means to bring about their awareness on their struggle. When they go to the United Nations, the United States, President Obama, and Israel condemn the Palestinians for going to the United Nations. So when they do the peaceful route, the route that's legal and that's acceptable, they get condemned and attacked and threatened. Then when they do defend themselves with rockets or with any other means, they're condemned and attacked. So what do they want the Palestinians to do? Just sit down and accept a foreign entity stepping on their neck? That's basically what they want them to do. And the Palestinians aren't accepting that situation.
Peace, y'all. Rod Stars over here. We're in Union Square in New York City, bringing you another episode of Word on the Streets. The hashtag we're going to be talking about today is Free Palestine. We had Rihanna put one out and then take it down. We had Dwight Howard, the NBA player, put it up and then get super criticized. Let's see what people over here in New York in the streets have to say about this.
I think it should be free. I think Israel is kind of being a bully. Like building a wall around their country, and the wall is actually on the Palestinians' property.
I don't know. I'm not really up on, I haven't really explored that hashtag. I'm all pro-Israel, so.
I think that if they're fighting for their freedom, they should be free.
Free Palestine, I wish that I was able to give you an opinion on it.
I don't even really know why Israel wants to go in and colonize and have settlements in Palestine. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I agree to free Palestine. I don't think the Israelis should go into Palestine whatsoever.
What's happening in Gaza now is horrible, and it's disgusting. It's hard to watch, and I think it's about time that that type of stuff stopped happening.
There's people into power that are just really ignorant with their power, you know, and we need stable-minded people that fix the world instead of pushing people to kill kids.
I think it's the best hashtag. I think Israeli people should stop what the hell they're doing in this world, and they should actually understand what we're going through and what families are going through in Palestine.
It just goes against all human nature, and it's not cool.
It has to be, the whole property of the Holy Land must be returned to the Palestinians, because it was for about since the beginning of the year 1970, when the Zionist movement came up to the Holy Land, they stole away the properties of the Palestinians.
Yes, y'all. Another Rooftop Live with today's special guest, YC the Cynic, one of the young upcoming talents. Why don't you, in your own words, tell the people who YC the Cynic is?
What's good, people? My name is YC the Cynic from the Bronx, New York. Member of the RDAC BX, building community through the arts. Word up.
You represent what the future of the culture is. So last year we celebrated 40 years of hip hop. For you, coming from the Bronx, New York, how do you see yourself in those next 40 years of hip hop?
I think hip hop is in a pretty good place right now. It's in a place of creativity that I think is very progressive. It definitely sounds different from when it started. The artists now are pushing the limits as far as melody and just experimentation goes, and hip-hop is global, and the sounds are starting to reflect that, and I think that's something that needs to be like embraced and really championed if hip-hop is going to be a culture that lasts for another 40 years and another 40 years after that.
Yes, y'all, straight from the Boogie Down BX for today's Rooftop Live. We have a very, very, very special guest. He is Bronx born, he is the Bronx representative, he is the future and the now of hip hop. It is YC the Cynic. Today he is rocking the song Heaviest Cross off of the album GNK, South Bronx, YC the Cynic, Rooftop Live, and you don't stop. Let's go!
I put out a song today. It got both love and hate. Only put my heart into it. My post got made in a drum and bass. I'm only expanding a human brain. Only brought love to the human race. Only brought joy to the underpaid. Your website rating was under 8. Well, fuck the numbers. I want reactions. I fought the power. I'm multifaceted. A trip to the Grammys, they calling me classic. I order my shoot in an orderly fashion. It took 2 years to create my shit. You just sit back and rate my shit. You only get love when you hate my shit. And this is the thanks I get. Damn.
We all got a goddamn cross to bear.
We all got a goddamn cross to bear.
Even me.
We all got a goddamn cross to bear. We all got a goddamn cross to bear.
Even me.
Mom's had 3 kids to raise. Still went and got a master's. 2 jobs so the rent was paid. I quit school trying to be a rapper. Underground slave trying to keep his masters. Mama dad prayed trying to make it happen. And I can't say I don't believe in that. But I will say that I worked my ass off. Waiting for the day I could take the back door. Never had the key, had to break the latch off. Knocking the federally attacks with a bat in the backpack of the unattached attack dogs. Very last steps of a fallen man. A&R's giving me the song and dance. I'm gonna tell Mom Dukes I failed when I might be our only chance. Then
we all got a goddamn cross to bear.
We all got a goddamn cross to bear.
Even me.
We all got a goddamn cross to bear. We all got a goddamn cross to bear.
Even me.
Young nigga done did the research. You ain't in not. You just bought a new Che Guevara t-shirt. At least it ain't Abercrombie. My ace Boone Coon organized a rally. You ain't in gone. I went with the shepherd to walk the valley. My guardian gone like orphan nanny. I guess I'll fight for your child's equality. Higher salary, down economy. Cynic so nice with a bright anomaly. Throw a fist up trying to fight the cavalry. Damn. Who'll be the sacrifice in 3 days? Come back to life, a new savior and king in his afterlife. Except fate, do the same damn thing and sleep fast at night. Well,
we all got a goddamn cross to bear.
What? We all got a goddamn cross to bear.
even me.
We all gotta goddamn cross the bill. We all gotta goddamn cross the bill.
Even me.
6'1" in the middle of life, we die young, dogs, guns in the city, and light the lights on, so the mice roam many and all, and pythons don't bark, so the bigger the bite. Cops don't like getting involved, lessening and all the black folks packed in the morgue, a back door, backed into the bars, the long arm of the law, the young law spend many a night. Force off hard head, take a little advice. There's a cause for defending what's right. You can waste time winning a fight, but there's a war going on with no ending in sight. What you gonna set your sights on when your third eye's on your iPhone and the light shut off? I'm on a pale white horse fighting the law, whatever life form's going light years into the night.
We all gotta goddamn cross the bill.
What? We all gotta goddamn cross the bill.
Even me.
We all gotta goddamn cross the bill. We all gotta goddamn cross the bill.
Even me.